The Umkhonto weSizwe Party has threatened legal action against KwaZulu-Natal Legislature Speaker Nontobeko Boyce following the suspension of 36 of its members over violent disruptions and brought the House to a standstill earlier this month. The suspensions stem from chaotic scenes during a sitting on 15 December when a failed motion of no confidence against Prima Tamintuli descended into disorder, forcing police intervention and halting legislative business for many KwaZulu-Natal residents hoping for stability and progress on pressing issues such as water shortages, unemployment, and service delivery. The spectacle has only deepened frustration with political infighting. Tensions boiled over after the Umkhonto weSizwe Party-sponsored motion backed by the Economic Freedom Fighters EFF failed to unseat Ntuli. The decisive vote came from National Freedom Party NFP MPL Mbali Shinga, who broke ranks to support the Government of Provincial Unity GPU, effectively sealing the motion's defeat. In response, Umkhonto weSizwe Party members erupted in protest, banging desks, stamping their feet and singing struggle songs including Mshini Wami. What began as a vocal dissent quickly escalated into physical confrontation, with police entering the chamber to restore order. Amid the scuffle, one MKP MPL collapsed and required medical assistance, underscoring the intensity of the unrest. The sitting was suspended as members refused to calm down, shocking observers who expect robust debate but not violence inside a democratic institution tasked with serving millions of citizens. Speaker Boyce responded by suspending 36 MKP MPLs and one EFF MPL for their role in the disruption. The suspensions, which vary in duration, barred the affected members from participating in sittings and committee work. Boyce defended her decision as necessary to uphold the dignity and functionality of the legislature, saying the conduct undermined democratic processes and prevented the House from fulfilling its mandate. While suspensions have historically been used as disciplinary tool to restore order in legislatures, they often spark legal challenges, particularly when opposition parties believe their voices have been unfairly curtailed. The MKP has reacted with fury, accusing the Speaker of acting in a heavy-handed and undemocratic manner. Party leaders argue the suspensions amount to silencing a significant opposition force in the province and have vowed to challenge the decision in court. For the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, now one of the largest opposition blocs in KwaZulu-Natal, the dispute is framed as a fight for political expression and protest rights within the legislature. However, critics warn that prolonged legal battles risk further paralyzing the institution, diverting attention from urgent governance priorities. The incident has exposed the fragility of KwaZulu-Natal's Government of Provincial Unity, a coalition comprising the ANC, IFP, DA, and NFP. The narrow defeat of the no-confidence motion highlighted how a single vote can determine the province's political direction and how volatile coalition politics can become. Supporters of the GNU argue that the MKP's conduct crossed a line, insisting that the legislature is a space for debate, not disruption. The Democratic Alliance has gone a step further, indicating its consideration, laying criminal charges related to the unrest. As KwaZulu-Natal enters 2026 with unresolved tensions, questions remain about how effectively the legislature can function amid suspensions, court threats, and deepening political hostility. For ordinary voters, many of whom are grappling with unemployment, crime, and failing infrastructure, the drama in the legislature feels disconnected from daily realities. Civil society voices and political leaders alike are calling for calm, urging parties to resolve disputes through dialogue rather than confrontation. In a province with a history of politically charged violence, the events of 15 December serve as a sobering reminder of how quickly tensions can escalate. As the festive season offers a moment of reflection, many residents hope this episode becomes a turning point, one that leads to restraint, accountability, and a renewed focus on service delivery. Whether the Umkhonto weSizwe Party's legal challenge materializes or cooler heads prevail, the coming weeks will be critical in determining whether KwaZulu-Natal's politics move toward healing or further conflict. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.